heart to come after Sue. I loved what she talked about, not because it's just pretty, but it spoke to my heart, and the way that God works, it ties into what I have to share with you, the issue of identity. And since the garden, identity is one thing that has been attacked by the enemy. I'm going to talk on identity from how is your identity, who defines your identity from within. How does that come about? So I'll talk specifically on the physiology of trauma. What does this word even mean? So we'll talk about what trauma is, some types of trauma, and what does God say about it? What does God say about it? Because He is our Creator. And before we even go any further, I just want to remind us that it's a very, very sensitive topic that I'm talking about. It might trigger you to feel some kind of way, maybe sad, angry, or make you remember something that was very painful. I'm available, whether during lunchtime or afterwards, to talk about that, or even beyond this. But before we go any further, can we all stand? Can we all just stand for a minute? Remember, just look around for a minute. Look around at the people that are around you. Look around. Look around. Each one of us has a story that's painful. Each one of us has a story. So the people, the faces that you just saw, all of us have a painful story. Once, maybe we haven't even talked about it to anybody else. We might not even realize it ourselves. But because of that, I just ask and beg that we continuously look at each other, talk to each other, respond to each other with grace. Yes. With a lot of grace. With a lot of grace. So just to demonstrate that, let's shower each other with some grace all over. Grace, 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 grace. So that's the posture that I want us to listen to what I'm going to talk about with a lot of grace. To yourself and to all the women in here and to whoever you meet at home or wherever you are. You can take a seat. Have you ever wondered, sometimes you respond to something that somebody says, something that happens, in a way that's uncharacteristic, and you say, why did I respond that way? That did not make any sense at all. Or somebody that you are talking to, I didn't mean that way. Why did they respond with so much anger? Has that ever happened to you? It has happened to me quite a few times. Could it be because it's coming from a place, a memory, a fragment of memory that's coming into this space, but it is not being perceived in the correct way? That's why you're being triggered. That's why you're responding in an uncharacteristic way, because it is coming from some place. Because what is trauma? Trauma is not the event. Trauma is not the event that happened, but trauma is how your body responds to that event. That's the trauma. Because a lot of events happen. We experience a lot of things. Some of them are beautiful, some of them are traumatic. But the trauma itself is not the event, but it's how your body responds to it. And the other thing as well, the other point that I think we need to extend grace to each other is because each one of us, if we just look around, we all look different. We all feel differently because each one of us was created differently, uniquely differently. We all have different gifts. We all have different ways that we perceive things. And we all have experienced any event differently. So that's one of the reasons we need to extend a lot of grace, because we'll respond differently. We'll feel differently about certain events because we were all uniquely created. Each one of us is reflecting a certain character of who God is differently. So if somebody responds in a way that doesn't make sense to you, just have grace to them, because there's something in them, in who they were created, that makes them respond that way to whatever it is. So the grace is really, really, really important. And trauma, the other aspect of trauma is it's not the event or what happened as well, it is what's happening inside of you. It is all about the biology, the physiology, what's going on inside of you, in your mind, in your nervous system, in your bloodstream, in your whole body, because of the experience that you have gone through. That's the trauma. And because of that, it's not a choice. It's not that you choose. For example, when we stood and you were looking around, I'm sure you might have felt, why do we need to do that? Right now, your heart is beating. You are breathing. A lot of feelings might even be welling up, because now we are talking about trauma. You are not thinking about it to say, trauma. Maybe I need to feel sad. For me to feel sad, maybe this is what I need to do. Okay, now I can start feeling sad.